In this video, we'll cover the default index. So whenever you read in a data frame, it will always have an index regardless of whether you set one or not. So in this cell, we're going to read in the movie data set, which contains lots of information about many different movies. Displayed is the first 3 rows. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that there is an index here, like always. It begins at the integer 0 and continues on one at a time like this. So we can look at the index here for this particular data frame using the same index attribute. And you'll notice that it looks quite a bit different, the output. We don't have there's actually 4,916 rows. It doesn't all print them out. The default index, and this is true for all data frames, is going to be something called a range index. It'll begin at 0, go to the very last, and step by 1. You should notice that it is very similar to a regular Python object called the range object. So the range object and the range index are analogous. I'll set this one a little bit differently. There's always a start, stop, and step value like that. Same with the range index. So the reason Pandas has this, and this is just, so what the range object does and what the range index object does, it just defines a sequence from start to end and by the step size. And it saves a little bit of memory. It doesn't actually put all of these integers in memory. It's only when accessed that it'll figure out what integer to return. So the reason Pandas uses this is to save a little bit of memory here, just so that it doesn't have to put all of these objects, all of these integers in memory. You can just define the sequence and then figure out what the index will be based on this sequence. So just a little bit of information on this default index, which is very simple, just a range of integers beginning at 0, going to n-1, and stepping by 1.